And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Get going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, y'all, and welcome to the Dirty Boot Sports Podcast, episode 35.
Kevin Durant.
The Justin Verlander episode.
Ricky Henderson.
Tommy John.
Yeah.
The
Tommy
Big
John.
Hurt.
The Big Hurt. Cody Bellinger.
Clay.
Right, Bill? Cody Bellinger.
Damn it, Clay.
Bill's going to shank you. I feel like Bill has mentioned some bad juju on this this podcast about Cody Bellinger.
Dude, I hate Cody
I hope
Bellinger.
he tears his Achilles. Isn't that what you said, Bill?
I'm one
No,
of those.
ACL. It was ACL.
Get
And
it right.
Achilles.
While breaking his clavicle falling down.
But Bill, so you hate Bellinger so much.
string is
Didn't the Astros beat the Dodgers?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't fear Bellinger.
Well,
I
the
just
Braves-
hate him.
To say, ain't he their worst player?
While the Braves watched this man end our season.
Shut up, Clay.
I mean,
Rough year.
if someone wants to hate him, it's the Braves.
Hey, how about Joe Morgan?
I freaking hate
Shout
him.
out
Joe Morgan.
Did he die?
I
He
think
died like
Probably.
this past year, I think.
Yeah, I think he did die.
Great announcer and ball player.
I liked him at ESPN a lot.
Yeah.
Gaylord Perry.
Gaylord.
Gaylord
Perry.
Fokker?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Gaylord Perry, he would not survive an umpire inspection of his glove in hand.
Gaylord was a cheat.
He didn't use a little Vaseline, did he?
Gaylord and the Necro brothers. Oh my gosh!
Nico's on this list.
It's
Nico's
like
35.
Ed Harris from Major League.
You know, Necro's the one that came
Rub
out.
it all over your
They
chest.
came out to. You ever see the video? They came out to inspect him at the mound, and he pulls his pockets out, you know, and when he did, a nail file falls out.
That's not mine.
I have seen that.
How'd
I
that
have seen
get there?
So on this episode, we're going to talk some NFL news and updates. We are going to reluctantly talk Hard Knocks because we are a Detroit Lions
Yes.
podcast. And
Grit,
then
baby, grit.
Our Detroit Lions.
Our Detroit Lions.
Y'all's Detroit Lions.
They're at 6.5 for
Put
the
the helmet
over-under.
right in
Give
front
the
of me.
over.
I'm not gonna.
too much.
I'm not gonna knock on it, but it'll be all right.
That's too high.
Yeah, 6.5 lines too high.
Give it to me.
Yeah, it's too high.
That's a lot.
Give it to me. They're
That's
winning 10, Clay.
That's 7
They're
wins.
going all
That's a
the
lot of
way.
wins.
When was the last time Lions
Coach
saw
wins
10
them 7. Coach by himself wins
By
them 7.
himself.
Last time they saw
Grit.
10 wins, Barry Sanders was there, huh?
Yeah,
If
probably.
that.
Probably so. Yeah.
So and then finally,
I think Stafford and Megatron got like
They
9.
got close.
I think they got 9 and missed the playoffs or some crap.
we're going to talk about college football Week 1 preview.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that a little bit.
Here in
Missing
a day
Peyton
or two,
still.
we've got some big games going on. We've got 12 at least that I want to mention. We don't have to go in depth into them, but
Including
at
some
least wanna
locals.
mention them. Yeah, that's right. Got some locals on there. Got Louisiana Tech love.
Oh, so we're gonna need to put this up tomorrow.
It doesn't matter. Well, yeah, it does matter.
Yeah, before the
Yeah,
Tech
it's got to
game.
go up.
Yeah, Tech
Take place
Missouri.
tomorrow.
If
We
you're
just-
listening
we just
to
did the
this,
numbers.
This is really the Big Poppy episode.
We just did the numbers wrong.
Tomorrow's episode is going to be the Kevin Durant.
Dang it. We should have thought about that.
Let's screw it. We'll put this up Friday.
We'll put up when we want to
The
put
only
it up. We're
the
our
only
own
the
bosses.
only episode
The only
that
thing we're going to miss.
CEO.
the only
Thursday
thing is gonna be
game.
Tech. Yeah.
The only thing we're going to be off on is the Tech game. So
Everything else will be
if
ready.
you're
for-
listening to
Let's
this,
be honest, it's not going to matter.
The only college
The
is
Tech
closest to us. Yeah, don't worry
Well, I
about
was going to
it.
say, if you're waiting on what we say to put the money on the Tech game, then
Ty Garrett.
Well,
Ty's not here, so we're better off already.
If you're putting money on Tech, it's going to be a rough year.
They're only a 20-point dog.
So what's the spread?
it's 19.5. It's 19.5.
You better be betting the over and under.
Yeah.
Although the ESPN guy said that Missouri would win by 3 touchdowns easily.
Ooh.
So that kind of hurts
21
me.
points.
Before we get into college, let's do NFL real quick. Go Hard Knocks.
Hard knocks.
Oh, Hard Knocks. What an episode. What an episode. I just love Hard Knocks so much.
Me too. I got 4 things I want to say about Hard Knocks.
All right,
Hard
before
Knocks.
all right, guys, coming from
Don't mess me up.
I'm not. I highly doubt. I highly doubt people saw
Josh
this.
has notes.
Dude, I had to pause the screen for this. Okay, we don't understand the day-to-day grind of an NFL athlete. I don't think, and I think we feel like they show up to the facility, they go to practice, they go home. Okay,
they can study and eat.
I paused the television, listen to this work day, and I don't think this is everything. I think it's a multi-slide screen. This is what one of their days was this past week. 6 a.m. to 6:30 is breakfast. It's mandatory. Everybody has to be there.
It's about my bedtime, yeah.
Yeah. 7 to 8:30 is treatments. So that's an hour and a half just to go get your body worked on. And everybody has to do that because everybody's getting hurt, 8:35 to 9:05, you have a special teams meeting. So 30 minutes, they're talking about freaking kickoff, punt, and kick return and field goal, basically. Not sure how you can do that. Then 9:05 to 10:40, so an hour and 35 minutes. I don't know why they put that extra 5 on there. That's when you have your offensive and defensive meetings. Then 10:30 to 11:15 is the fuel station period. Don't know what that means. It's not lunch because they have that later.
Probably hydrating.
Yeah, I think they're probably getting IVs.
Yeah, probably.
It's the mandatory water break.
Yeah, and then 11:15 to 1 o'clock they have practice. So 2 hours. Was that 2 hours?
Hour and 45.
Hour and 45 minutes. Not really a long time for practice, but you got to think about it. They're split up for the vast majority of it. 2 different practices
They're
are
probably
happening.
strictly running plays at that time because they've
Oh, yeah.
already.
Oh yeah, that
They're
practice,
in short.
that practice is probably structured and an
Yeah.
absolute physical grind.
Yeah, because they've already talked about everything. They're just out there executing.
And then from 1 o'clock to 2:30, they have treatment, lunch, recovery, and leg curls.
Leg curls?
It was on the screen. I don't know why. Leg curls.
Leg day.
I think that's really eye-opening for everybody because you don't – I obviously understand. We obviously understand that there's a lot that goes on, like meetings and stuff.
Hey, let me ask
I would have never believed they had to get there at 6 a.m.
Let me ask you this: Did you work out during the season in high school? Did you work out during the season in high school football? We didn't lift.
1 year we did.
didn't lift. How did that go for y'all? Did y'all have more injuries?
Are you
or
talking
less?
about out of season or during the season?
During the football season.
Did y'all lift?
I think we
always
did that
wondered
my
about that.
sophomore year, and we sucked, so it didn't really matter. But my junior year, we barely even
Do these
lifted.
NFL players lift during the season?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they don't do, like...
I wonder
I'm sure
what that
they ain't
looks
doing,
like.
3 sets of 3 at 95% of their max.
Because I feel
I'm sure
like
they're mainly maintaining and, keeping
yeah,
everything fresh.
because if not, you feel like they'd all lose weight during the season.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Because there's no way they can keep up with it.
Yeah, there's no possible way they can keep up with what they're taking in, what they're losing.
Yeah.
If they did work out hardcore, I'm sure they do a lot of like high rep things, just to maintain and tone and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't think anybody really expected them to be there at 6 a.m. mandatory.
Yeah.
That's insane. And yeah, I get that's training camp, but still, that's really eye opening.
Now I wonder what time.
That's an 8.5 hour work day right there, and I bet there's more that happens after that. Because like I said, that's at the bottom of the screen.
They don't do 2-day practices?
No, they don't.
They're done.
And see, I bet they have a walkthrough period after that 2:30.
Well, on one of them practices, they were there as it was getting dark.
It was getting dark, exactly. So, like I said, I bet there's multiple screens.
Yeah.
And there ain't no telling how long it really is.
That might just be
That's
one
what she
group.
said.
Yeah.
So I wonder what time kickers and punters actually have to show up just for that special teams meeting. And then
Yeah.
They ain't treating nothing.
They
but
got
a
to be there for
sore hammy.
hydration station.
A few of the leg curls.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to bring that before everybody because I thought that was pretty cool little thing that I saw on his television in his office. But
All right, Josh, take it
Josh, talk
Well,
about some of these things you're.
Well, I
wanting to
got
talk
4
about.
things that I learned from this Hard Knocks. Okay, number 1, they better hope that Jared Goff doesn't get hurt.
Yes.
Because the backups are horrible, and I don't know if I want to
Who
spoil
are the
it.
backups?
Don't want to
Name
know
them
if I don't want to spoil it, but
I looked it up.
I looked at something, and neither one of the backups made the team.
Yeah, Blau,
didn't make
whatever.
it?
He got cut today.
No,
Oh,
he got.
I didn't know. Blau
It
got
said
cut.
he
So who are they
made
gonna
it,
bring
and then
in?
I saw Boyle got cut.
12 hours later, it said that Blau got cut.
Yeah, he
too.
got cut this
Well,
morning.
who are they bringing in?
I don't know,
Crap,
but
the Cowboys did the same thing.
Minshew?
Anybody could be better than what they got.
Ian Book got snatched.
It is
I don't know why.
terrible. I'm telling you.
Well, a lot of that though, this past game, I thought Blau played okay. What I saw in Hard Knocks, but dude, his offensive line sucked. Easy
Okay,
is
wait.
easy to get
I'm
by.
coming to that.
Oh, here we
I'm coming
go.
to
Here we
that.
go.
Okay, wait.
Hold
and
up.
number
Quarterback. They signed Nate Sudfeld.
That's not a bad backup then.
What?
I like that.
two, anybody's better than what they had.
He's a
That-
name. Yeah, if
the
he's-
two
if
they
I- if I
had
know his
there
name,
were
he's a good
terrible.
backup. That's how I look at it.
They're interested in bringing Blau back to the
It's better
practice
than
squad.
nobody.
Now,
Exactly.
Yeah, I did see where Blau made the practice squad. But and number two, Blau is a tough son of a gun.
Yes, he
that
is.
son of a gun got plastered. I don't know how many times. His knee was broke.
I don't know how he didn't tear his ACL.
It
I
might
really
it might be tore.
He was hobbling bad.
I mean, he come up off of there. He's a tough guy. I'll just say that.
He probably tore his ACL. He got up, he limped to the huddle, then got hit again on the next play.
Did you see at the very end where they were
Walking to
after
the
it was
bus?
up, and he almost fell because his knee gave out on him? I mean, he's
Poor
tough.
guy.
Yeah.
Number 3, EZ better find another profession because
Yes.
that son of a gun sucks.
He's horrible.
Who's easy?
He's
back
gonna get
offensive tackle.
Yeah,
he's gonna get a
offensive
quarterback
tackle.
killed.
He already got cut. He's done. He's good.
I'm telling you, that's the worst offensive lineman I've ever seen.
And something about that. He was telling somebody the story. He said, this was only his 7th year of playing football. Well, I mean, I know that sounds like, oh, really, only 7 years? But
I
you
played
had,
6.
Well, I was gonna say you had Jimmy Graham who didn't play football till his senior year of college.
Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates.
I mean,
Basketball players.
2 years. I mean, 7 years. You should have picked some stuff up. By
He's
now.
horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's bad.
It's rough.
So, and the 4th thing I learned is if you put icy hot on your nuts, you will play like a rock star
Yes.
because Reynolds freaking ran like a beast after he done that.
I've got some stories about that, but I'm not going.
Well,
to share them.
I have a story from high school too that might had to do with a jock strap and some icy hot.
Oh,
And
I know
somebody that wasn't real happy.
I know somebody who got paid $20 to put wasn't Flexol, it was
Atomic bomb.
Atomic Bomb.
Yes, sir.
And
It's been around a while.
whenever I came,
There's a reason it's called that.
whenever you came.
when I came in to take a shower, he was in the shower just hosing them off.
Does he not know that water makes it
I was
worse?
gonna say that does not help.
Nothing was helping him at that point in time. He was in a bind.
Speaking of Craig Reynolds, though, I think he's going to make the roster.
He
And
should. He looks awesome.
I thought something that was cool was whenever they were discussing him with all the coaches, the offensive line coach said, if he does not make this roster, the offensive linemen are going to be pissed. Because he
because
helps
he
them
was-
out so much in
Yeah.
pass blocking. Like, I never thought about it that way. Like, that takes a load off of them knowing that running back that's supposed to be blocking is going to do his job. It kind of makes their job a little bit easier. Not only their job, but the quarterback's job as well. But I thought that was pretty cool too. I will read it. That's funny. Shout out Ty. But yeah, Craig Reynolds, I think he's going to make the roster because Justin Jackson got cut today. And I think that was really his only competition. So that's cool to see.
Yeah.
He now needs to change his number from 46 to something way better than 46.
Read it and pass it down.
Another thing is at the very end when they were playing ACDC and the guy said, "Oh yeah, this is ABCD."
How?
You see that?
I didn't see that part. Was that after the credits?
After the credits, and
All right,
there's
see, I cut it off to come over here.
so they were playing ACDC, and the guy goes, "Ain't that ABCD?"
I thought it was a pretty. This is gonna sound weird, but an emotional moment when
You got
Campbell
there?
was sitting on the bus at the end, and like he had tears in his eyes,
Because he knew he was going to cut people.
thinking about he's about to cut these
Yeah.
people, and like thinking back to previous Hard Knocks is like, yeah, the coaches always say it's so hard to go from 80 whatever to 53. It's the hardest thing we have.
I
to
think
do.
they should balloon up that.
I think there needs to be more players.
Yeah, it's only 60.
Yeah, but
Which don't a lot of them go to the practice squad?
most of them do. But then
So
they
how
can
many's
get
on
claimed.
there?
Oh, only
I think
5.
you have up to like 15 or 16. You
Oh,
can have
no.
a good bit.
Oh,
What is
it
it?
used to only be 5.
Practice
it was
squad.
It was crazy
Uh,
small.
I saw a
It's
list.
at
the other day of
least
somebody.
12.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how much weight the words
double
of Ocho
digits.
Cinco carry, But when he went to Canada and played, he was shocked at the talent up there. And he was like, why aren't some of these guys playing down south in the NFL? And he's like, well, it's a numbers game. There's just not enough spots. Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty cool to see that you could tell he genuinely cares about these guys, and it's going to be a hard thing to do. Is to
Best coach in the league.
Hands down, coach of your favorite for me.
Put some money on that.
I need to look at his odds.
I think he's really high. Like
He's
second
number
or
one
third.
on the list, actually.
Y'all are really high.
Something else that was cool. Did you notice in his office he has like this? It's like a metallic board, I guess, or a metallic base,
that
like a
screen that comes
refrigerator.
down over
and
it?
he has a screen to hide the depth chart whenever like players.
When he
come in
walked
there and
out
stuff.
and that thing was
Yeah,
still
I
going
was
down
like,
after he done
that's
left
pretty
out of the room.
freaking cool, man.
It's probably for Hard Knocks' sake too, huh? Or do they
No,
show
you
it
couldn't
then?
read it.
Well, he was hiding the
blur
people they
stuff
were
out
going to
now.
cut.
Yeah.
They blur stuff out.
Yeah.
But you could see he was sitting at his chair and he was looking up at the depth chart on there, and then he was like, "All right, time to go home, I guess." Then hit the button.
Well,
and
you
the
know,
screen came
there's
over
probably
it.
like 20 you can say they're gone. But when you
Yeah.
get down to like 5 or 10, that is hard to decide because, I mean, some of them could be the difference in your season.
Yeah. And the player-led practice was an interesting thing, so I thought that was cool.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I ain't never heard of something like that.
Because he just told him, he said, "You know what you got to do. You take care of it. We're going to be what were the coaches
We're
doing?
preparing for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we're watching
and
film.
Just him went out there for practice and kind of like monitored and everything, and they said the film looked good of it, and they said it looked good, so everything went well.
Well, the game against Pittsburgh didn't look good.
No, but Pittsburgh also played their starters, and Detroit hasn't played Jared Goff yet, so you have to also think about that.
Yeah, because he cannot get hurt.
Nope, and that's what they learned the other day.
Did you finish off your list, Josh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else from Hard Knocks, or let's get into a little bit of NFL talk?
I
Just talk
didn't
training
realize
camps.
there wasn't going to be a game next week. I forgot that they cut it to 3 games for preseason.
Yeah, so this was it.
Yeah.
No, they have another episode next week.
Yeah, they have
I mean,
another
they have
another
episode.
cut.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
one more
preseason's
episode
done.
where they're going to cut everybody.
It's going to be
Yeah.
straight cuts. That's going to
Yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah.
No,
No
but we
offense.
get football a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, but they used to have a game right now this upcoming weekend. There's not always been a bye and then the regular season.
Yeah, it was
that's
a
why
4.
in the past the third preseason game is always the
That's
most
how
important.
they got to 17. They're like, well,
yeah, they cut a
we're
preseason
cutting that
game.
preseason
yeah.
game.
So I totally forgot till today basically that preseason was over.
So what you got on NFL news?
We haven't really talked about it. We talked about it a little bit on the Collada interview, but I mean, the Saints made some moves.
Yeah.
So you want to get into that? Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
What do you think was behind that? I mean, I feel like it was
Locker room.
post. Yeah,
I don't
locker
think it's
room
locker
stuff.
room at all.
I feel like it was post Deshaun Watson talk. I think that started it.
What are you talking about?
He was mentioned in the trade
Oh,
when they
okay.
were. He was.
I thought he had a
piece.
freaking massage therapist ordeal too.
No, he was a piece.
Crap.
He was a piece in the trade, and he was salty about it. Y'all don't remember that?
Yeah, I
'Cause
kind of
it
do.
was all over
Kinda
Twitter.
do. I don't think he was a locker room problem, nor do I think he was like going to be one.
You think
Now-
it was a money issue?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that was it.
I think it's both, though.
I don't think he was a locker room problem right now. If he was, players wouldn't have reacted the way they did and be so positive about him being there.
Well,
like even Tyron, he talked about like
Yeah.
how much he hates that he's gone and everything, but he understands it's a business.
I guess maybe locker room problem is not the way to put it, but like problem with the front office. Maybe.
I think it's all about money.
There might would have been a locker room problem in 3 months if he didn't
Yeah.
get a contract.
Well,
That
and
might have been a problem.
I didn't realize he'd been sitting out practice. He's been sitting out training camp or sitting out drills.
I didn't
I
know
mean,
that
that's
either.
your
walkthroughs.
that's your locker room problem right there.
Well,
I mean,
here's,
let's be honest. Like the type of guy that he is, in your face, vocal. I mean, that if he's sitting out, I mean, he's not going to jive well with the coaches.
Well,
Right.
did Pittsburgh promise him money up front?
Philadelphia.
I mean,
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. I'm sorry.
I don't
they're
think
allowed
so.
to do that. That'd be tampering.
I mean,
think.
that always happens. There's always that. No, there are talks that are allowed to happen with stuff like that for trades to like confirm that there's going to be an extension. Like Watson knew the Browns were going to give him an extension like that.
I mean, it had to be something. He wouldn't have went there and just been all happy unless he knew he was fixing to get paid. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. I really don't. He, one of the top, I don't know, 3 to 5 players I would have wanted to keep with whatever we could. Like I wanted, with whatever it cost, I wanted him.
Well, you don't usually see a big name like that this late in the year, right before the game start, get traded.
And as Peyton mentioned last night, he was like, if we did this a month ago, yeah, but we did it almost as if he was a roster cut. That's what hurt the value of it. That's what makes it suck even more. We got a freaking, what was it, a fifth or a fourth,
and a sixth, and then a set. We released the 7th, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, has there been somebody in camp that's been like showing out that they think's going to be?
That's what I was thinking.
The Taylor guy's supposed to be doing good, but
so they must have had a replacement in mind, and they were like, "We can't deal with him. He's asking for more money. We don't want to pay him. Let's just move him and get what we can."
I read somewhere that he wanted to be the highest paid nickel cornerback in NFL history.
Which probably isn't.
Twitter.
Probably like $10 million.
They made it sound like he was wanting something insane.
Well, he made the comment that he was the best nickel.
Yeah.
In
the Saints ain't one to ever pay like huge amounts through the years.
How much is it? Who's the best nickel cornerback ever? That can't be that much. I'm thinking like Desmond King with like $8 million a year or something. That's probably not that crazy of a number. Because getting paid as a nickel corner instead of a boundary corner definitely drops your price. So I don't think he's going to get something insane. Maybe 10 to maybe 15.
Too,
yeah,
man.
He's 24. He's young as crap. He's shown that he can do it.
We're not going to find the value in the 5th and 6th round.
Oh, absolutely
that he
not.
provides. I mean, the best would have been we could have got for him. Might have been a 3rd. I would have been fine with a 3rd.
On the defense, for now and for the next 5 to 10 years, we should have had him. We should have had Marshawn Lattimore, and crap, that's it. Like, we should have made sure those two were there and then build pieces around them.
Alontae Taylor and Bradley Roby are the –
I mean, Roby, we know what he is. Yeah. We know what he is. He doesn't provide what Chauncey can.
Well, what's so bad about it? It's not just that we lost him, but we didn't get anything out of it. Like y'all said, I mean, if we would have got second or third, and
if we would have done this last week of July, it's a totally different story.
I think the best thing we could have hoped for would have been a 3rd, but he's absolutely worth the 3rd.
And it makes the Eagles so much better.
Yeah, we lost all leverage waiting until the last week. Because you weren't going to get a big package from anybody this late.
I think the Eagles all got around and was giving high fives and laughing and like, we got them.
Well, they got us in the draft too.
Yeah.
Well, that just makes me think that there may have been more to it than what we
had to be something that we don't know about.
Mm-hmm. Which makes me think more locker room type stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
But if he was sitting out and they didn't think he was going to play unless he got an extension, I mean, you either make a move or you get rid of him.
And here's another thing. You can't really base upon the players' reactions because, I mean, they want to see the guy do well.
They all want money, too.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
I don't know. He's out of there. I don't like it, and I'm going to hate playing him. It's going to piss me off when he does something good and he gets in somebody's face. But
another thing so he wants to be a safety. That's what I've heard, I believe. He wants to be a safety more than just a nickel guy and like moved around. He wants
more money.
He wants to be that safety. Yeah. So why didn't the Saints find this out in freaking March or April and sign him instead of Marcus
So the
May?
Eagles are going to use him as a safety. Is that what they promised?
Because they cut Anthony Harris. So
that's the whole thing.
So why
they're going to use him as a safety?
He's not May though.
I think he's a better football player than Marcus May.
Not at safety.
I think he is.
Well, I mean, if you got to pay him way more, though, it ain't worth. It might not. Is
How
he
much
that
should we
much
pay
better?
May?
He's not making as much.
He's not making what you think compared to what he was wanting.
He's not going to play the safety position like May can, though. I don't think so.
I actually think they got May at a discount.
Yeah, they did, but still, I'd rather keep him in house rather than bring him in. I think
May might have us saying Williams who?
I think May's going to be a good signing, definitely. But
Well, he's a real good now after losing him.
yeah,
I think he's right where he needs to be in that nickel corner position, and I think he has more value than what we let him go for, and I think that all speaks to something unseen, either with,
I think the
probably
Saints,
with the front office.
I think the Saints just screwed it up by waiting this long.
Waited too long.
Well, typically, y'all didn't
That's the
remember,
biggest
but
thing.
years
planned on keeping him.
years ago, Saints wouldn't pay anybody.
Yeah.
That's why we wore bags on our heads. And I just hope we're not going back to that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't like it at all. What
At
else?
least he
is
didn't
there?
go to Tampa.
Yeah.
Or Atlanta.
Yeah.
Or Atlanta. Yeah.
What other big news is there in NFL? Trey Sermon got cut from San Francisco. That was definitely a shock.
What's our running back depth look right now?
New Orleans.
We're thick.
New Orleans. They kept everybody.
We don't need
kept
we don't
everybody.
need Trey Sermon.
No.
No.
They got Jones.
We got
and Washington.
Jones. Yeah, in
Y'all
Washington.
that comfortable with
If
Jones?
San
I
Francisco cut him, he's not any good because they know
that's
they know
true.
running back
That's
talent.
true.
If anybody knows running back talent,
So y'all
I mean,
go
I
with
think
Washington and
Sermon's
Jones.
good.
Yep.
Because how long can Ingram bang it out?
I
He's
wouldn't
still
mind
32.
bringing
He
him
still
in.
keep banging.
I just don't think it's.
well,
gonna
as long
happen.
as he's not a starter,
He
he can bang
bangs. He
out for a
bangs.
while. But he's not going to be able to start for you every game.
I know. But
We're not gonna
we
need a
really,
starter, so
we
that's the
really
good
need
thing.
As long as
that.
Kamara's
We need that
there.
thunder and lightning approach back in the Saints offense. Don't get me wrong, Alvin Kamara is very efficient and effective, but I get so scared watching him getting all those touches every game. I keep asking myself, how long is it going to be before he's out?
He needs less rushing touches, and I think we'll get that
That's
with
right.
Ingram.
Less
but he needs
rushing
more
touches.
receptions.
Well, it's hard to
He
get
needs
more
the ball in
receptions.
space.
He didn't get that many last year. It felt like.
Well, that had to do with our quarterback situation.
No,
But-
that should have made it where he got more, in my opinion.
I mean, through the years,
Well, Michael
though, it
Thomas
looks
being
like
out should have made
he
it more.
just kind of knows how to fall,
Yeah.
through the or get tackled.
He
like,
is the most
elusive.
graceful
Yeah,
runner I've ever the way that he just kind of sheds off of people
Exactly.
is insane.
I've seen all his training
His
drills
balance,
that he does,
his
right?
insane
The balance.
drills. Yeah, I think they call that like proprioception, like where your body's at in space.
Yeah, here we go. Last year,
He's the best.
he
at it.
had 67 targets and 47 catches. His previous low for targets was 97, so 30 less for targets. Yeah, he played 3 less games or only 1 less game than that 97. So 30 less targets than his previous low. In a year where we didn't have a wide receiver one, our best wide receiver was an undrafted guy.
I mean,
We didn't have a great
Thomas
quarterback.
has been out. Since Thomas has been out, the offense has come through Alvin Kamara. That's it.
oh no doubt.
And I just don't want him to get hurt.
And
I
so-
think
I
they
don't- he
got
doesn't
more.
even get
They
hurt.
got more options this year.
well,
though.
rushing last year, he had 240 carries. His previous high was 194.
Yeah,
So I
that's
gave him
too much.
50 more rushes and 30 less receptions. I think that's backwards.
the
yeah,
thing about
it
it, when
is.
you pay him
But we didn't have
what
anybody.
you got, you got to use him.
Yeah.
But you can find a guy to give the ball to run up the middle. We could have gave Washington some carries or
right,
something
which
like
is
that.
why I was asking, are y'all comfortable with those guys? Because
Well, I think
Mark
Ingram
Ingram's
was
not going to carry
great
the load
at
the whole time.
not playing a whole lot, but that time he gets it, he just
Yeah,
all out
yeah.
bust through the middle, and he'll break one every once in a while.
Yeah, I don't like giving Kamara
I
more
think
carries
I think
like
you
that.
got to get Taysom Hill some type of carries too. I don't know how you do it, but
no,
I don't know. I would like to see him doing some more gadget stuff, just as another layer of offense.
more gadget.
So what is he gonna? Is he
Less
gonna be special
not
teams
quarterback.
now? What is he gonna do?
When I say gadget, I don't mean quarterback.
when
I
you
mean,
pay that
well,
much money for
as a
somebody, you got
wild
to
card.
use him. I mean, what
No,
do you-
well, okay. So think back to the 2000s offenses. The thing that made the Saints so dangerous, besides having a Hall of Fame quarterback, was the layers. Like, we had so many ways we could beat you. You know, whether it be Reggie Bush or Deuce
Colston.
or whoever. I mean, we just
Shockey.
had all kinds of guys all over the field. And I like Taysom in that role, and I don't like him in the role where it's like if you see him in, you know you're running the ball right.
You think he should be used in the backfield with Jameis?
That would be crazy, but I don't want him throwing the ball. Just as long as he ain't throwing, I'm good.
Because if you put him in the backfield without Jameis, you know what's happening, and there's no way to disguise that.
Are you talking about like a Wildcat?
Yeah, what he's done for recently.
Yeah.
Where
No.
he gets
So
on
is
the
he
field.
officially a tight end now?
Yeah.
I like him. I like him in the slot. Sometimes.
Hey, something
We got
I just
Jarvis for
realized.
that.
He's 32.
Yeah, he's old as crap. He's a Mormon.
He's a Mormon. He had to do mission work.
Came in at 26.
The Mormons are old? No. Is that what you? No.
After they get out of college, they are.
He and Mark Ingram are the same age, and Ingram's been in the league 12 years.
Yeah.
And he's
Ingram
only
has
been in
taken
there
some
six.
pundit. Like Ingram has had a much longer career than he probably should have.
Oh yeah,
You know.
12 years for
That's
running back.
Yeah, that's a long freaking time. But I don't know how you use Taysom more, but I just like that extra added layer of offense.
Yeah,
We got to get the money out of him
he.
somehow.
I don't think he's skillful enough as a runner to put him in the backfield with Jameis.
I don't know if you put him there.
What
by
about
yourself.
fullback?
That's what I was going to say. We've only got one
he ain't gonna
fullback on
touch
the
the ball as a
roster.
running back. No shot.
I mean,
But
block.
how do you get him the ball
I don't know.
otherwise
he's gonna
from
run
catching?
a route. That's it.
That's what I want from him. I want him to just be a tight end.
Screens.
That's what I want too.
He can break a tackle if he gets the ball in an open
Yeah.
If he
field.
lines up in the backfield, I'm gonna be borderline pissed. I
Yeah.
don't care if he's lined up at tailback or quarterback.
If he lines up at quarterback, I'm going to be pissed.
I thought he
Yeah.
was great on special teams.
He
That's-
don't need to be
yeah,
off.
he needs to be playing special.
He needs to be in the slot or he needs to be
I
in
like-
the tight end.
I
The
like him
most
in the
high-paying
slot.
special
That's it.
teams player ever.
Yeah, let him do it. Crap. Let him return kicks. I don't care. Just keep him out of the backfield.
And is it normal for a team to have 7 tight ends?
Some of those have been cut.
Yeah, that's not
It's
accurate up
pre-cut.
to date.
Oh, is it? Okay, I
Yeah.
thought this was the.
Yeah, Vanette's already been cut, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they only kept Troutman, Taysom, and maybe Johnson.
Oh yeah, because
Oh,
Taco
yeah, they
Charlton
like
got
Jawan
cut.
Johnson a lot.
You know,
Taco
Uncle,
didn't
Uncle
make it?
Taco's gone.
Yeah, Taco got cut a couple days ago.
He got picked before the younger Watt brother.
TJ?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'd love to have him.
Shoot. Well, at least he didn't go to Dallas.
Best defense player, one of the best in the league.
So what else is there NFL?
a
Sony
whole lot.
Michel. He signed with the Chargers.
Buried in the depth chart.
I mean, he'll be second probably.
They got that guy from where did they get that guy from?
Isaiah Spiller.
Spiller from A&M.
Yeah. I mean, he signed for a reason. He'll probably get some touches, kind of like an Ingram
third
role.
down stuff.
Well,
Man,
they didn't
third
really.
down will be Eckler.
They didn't really have
They
just
can't.
like a runner, like bang.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
know,
he'll be
yeah.
that. He'll be the Ingram.
Yeah, he might
Yeah.
get some work around the goal line.
Yeah, I think he will.
Because they got to take some of the load off of Eckler.
But Eckler's
too
And
Eckler's
Eckler
best
even
to.
said that, that he wanted, a little bit of
Eckler's
work
best
off of
value
they
is
have
third
to.
down.
because of injury. He didn't want to be injured.
I'm telling you, if you're a running back, you should not want the ball every down.
Also,
I know that's how these guys are wired to think, but
Yeah,
like
can't-
you should.
It's not feasible.
Yeah, you should want to extend the life of your career.
yeah, Kenyon Drake signed with the Ravens. Another running back there. Gus Edwards is on the PUP, so he'll be out the first 4 at least. Dobbins, no one's really sure what his status is.
Harbaugh, I just saw a little quote from him over on the side. It says something about he's starting to get his quickness back.
Yeah,
Dobbins,
looking
That's
better.
alarming.
Dobbins could be.
Actually, Drake could step in there and have some carries right
Yeah,
off the
and
bat.
they're going to use 2 or 3 running backs regardless.
It's been
It's
over
Baltimore.
a year for JK, hasn't it?
Yeah,
he
got
tore it in camp. It's an
he got
ACL.
hurt.
Like,
yeah, it was in
early,
camp,
like
yeah.
right off. Right.
like what the heck's taking so long?
That's what I was thinking. Well, we all know who the number 1 running back in that team is anyway.
That's true.
It's the quarterback.
But still, that's crazy to me.
Lamar.
Jalen Rager got traded from the Eagles to the Vikes.
Just give him another weapon.
Yeah.
Was he that bad though?
He was pretty bad.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
he's
bad.
borderline horrible.
The Raiders
He's
got
so
rid
good.
of their first-round pick from last year, Alex Leatherwood. They cut him because no one wanted a trade for him. That's how bad he was.
Offensive tackle, huh?
Yeah, from Bama.
Bama.
Yep.
He's the one that got the personal foul penalty whenever LSU beat Bama in 2019 that gave Clyde that touchdown right before halftime. Fun fact for
Why
you.
isn't OBJ playing anywhere
like
yet?
that pool?
Still rehabbing.
Still.
Yeah, I mean he tore
Oh,
it
he won't
February
play till
February
probably
like
December.
6th
Okay.
or something. Amik Robinson made the team, and Oakland.
Really? Good
Yeah.
for him. Didn't you say he was sucking it up
Yeah, a
pretty
lot
bad?
of people. Every Raider beat writer before the cuts projected him to miss it. So,
Wow.
but then they ended up trading Trayvon Mullen, Clemson corner, to Arizona. So kind of cleared out the room for a Meek. So
Well,
shout out
that's
to
good,
him.
so his family didn't have to sell the bus.
What?
Yeah. His senior day at Tech, he
A Meek.
yeah, he had a whole bus full of
Oh,
family
okay.
come.
I think I'm about Trayvon Mullen.
A whole Salter bus.
Yeah. So yeah, football in
Trevor
a week.
Penning's out for a while. Did y'all talk about that?
Yeah, we did that the
day?
other night.
We are jonesing for some NFL football.
Heck yes, we are.
It is
so
right around the corner.
Let's do a little college real quick.
So
How about them
ain't go to
dogs?
bed.
Thursday night,
How about
Tech-
them dogs?
Tech,
Tech
versus
against Missouri.
Tech gets beat by 5 touchdowns.
What? Oh, come on. Really?
Maybe
5?
6. Yeah.
Come on, man. We got
Tech's
some
not gonna be
Rustin listeners. You can't.
good. They're not going to be good this
you
year.
can't
Play
just
Mosey at
smash 'em.
receiver.
Did Mosey make the trip?
I don't know.
I mean, if he did, I'm sure he posted something on social
Well,
media.
this is going to be a completely new Tech team. New quarterback. A lot of players are out.
Tech
Few
can,
players
under
in.
Tech can always surprise you.
Okay, so we've got
Gonna
a
be an air
somewhat
show.
experienced quarterback coming in, right?
Where's he from?
TCU.
Well,
Did
he
he play there?
originally
Was it Georgia?
no, he's not experienced. He originally was a Georgia Bulldog. Then he transferred after a year to TCU. Was there for 2 years, and now he's.
Did he ever play at TCU?
Not much.
Okay.
But
Was
he
it
played-
injuries? I can't remember
I
why he didn't
don't.
play.
I don't know if that or he just got beat out.
But he did play under our coach, so isn't that right?
No, he's Texas Tech.
He's Texas Tech, yeah. You're thinking about Sonny Dykes going to TCU.
Yeah, Sonny Dykes is their coach
Or
now,
did
right?
he come from Texas Tech?
Cumbie, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Downey. Now that Bill says that, I kind of think there was a
Kyle said
connection.
TCU.
I think he was.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the quarterback.
Yeah.
I think he's been all over the place.
No, Downing's been to Georgia and TCU. Per ESPN,
ESPN's wrong.
they might be wrong.
I don't know why
Um,
Bill's got me thinking.
I don't know, guys. What is the spread on that one?
20.
20?
19 and a half, something like that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not putting any money on it.
Oh, no.
No.
There's just too much
I mean,
unknown for Tech.
Missouri's they got better talent. We have to say
Yeah, I
that.
mean, they're one of the worst SEC teams still, but
Which we have a
They still have
tendency
better
to
talent.
make a bad SEC school or
Sweat it
biatch.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving on, let's see. Saturday at 2:30 kickoff. You've got number 11 Oregon versus number 3 Georgia.
Georgia by 2 touchdowns.
People are saying that's going to be a beatdown.
yeah. I'm anxious to see Oregon. I actually might watch some of that game.
So
no, I probably
the
won't.
story
They'll
is going to
playing.
be Georgia's defense versus Oregon's offense.
I want to see Bo Nix in Oregon. I just don't understand it. So I'm anxious to see if it works.
Well, we all know that Georgia lost a whole lot off their defense. I mean, to the NFL. Yeah.
Okay, so
But-
Cumbie, hold up. Sonny Cumbie was at TCU in 2020. Then he went to Texas Tech, and then he came to Tech.
so he caught.
He was
homeboy.
with Cumbie.
For
Yeah,
maybe
I didn't
a
know. I
year.
thought Cumbie was at Texas Tech for a while.
So Georgia, since they've got their defensive coordinator, they've been the top scoring defense 2 out of 3 years that he's been there. So in the nation.
I believe
is the
Georgia's
defensive
gonna beat
coordinator
them
the one
pretty
at
easy.
Oregon now, or is it offensive?
Yeah, but he wasn't
Offensive,
calling no
I think.
plays. Everybody knows that. That was Kirby.
And then Oregon has averaged 30 points per game for 15 years.
Holy crap!
That's
30
insane.
points. a
Yeah,
game?
but look who they've been playing.
Every
Yeah.
year, 15 years.
They wouldn't play an SEC
Pac-12 after
teams.
dark.
So 15 years goes back to what? 07?
Yeah, and 07,
LeGarrette
they
Blount.
were legit back then.
LeGarrette Blunt. I mean, that's right before they became Oregon.
When
really.
LeGarrette Blunt
Yeah.
punched that guy.
I think that was
From
06,
Boise.
right? Wasn't that 06?
Man, I remember watching
yeah,
that
somewhere
live.
around
I
there.
remember
I was in
my
college.
bedroom. Yep.
Sonny Cumbie looks like
He
the
just got
Doc
off the
from.
waves.
He looks like Doc from Back to the Future.
Oh well.
He looks like he
Little bit.
might have partake in a little bit.
Peyton
Looks like
swears
some
he's a
dude
nice
a
guy.
lot.
LeGarrette Blunt was at Oregon in 08. So, yeah, just about then. Yeah, that's about when Dennis Dixon was probably there, 06, something like that.
That's when they started getting the cool unis too.
Yeah, that's
With
when
the
they
Nike
became
deal.
they became Oregon then.
Yeah. So the next game we're going to talk about, another 2:30 kickoff, is your boy UTEP versus number 9 Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Here's a Kelton stat for you, okay? Kelton, I hope you're listening, buddy. We need you to show up because when UTEP gives up less than 140 rushing yards, they're 6-1. When they allow more than 140, they're 1-5. So Kelton's got his work cut out for him.
There's just
They'll freaking play him.
they run a rotation on their D line. It's a lot more noticeable in the beginning of the season than it will be at the end of the season. I guess kind of conditioning and heat, but they do a 4-play rotation. It drives me insane.
You gotta feel like in El Paso though, these cats are like conditioned as
they've been out there
all
summer.
But they do a 4-play rotation with their D line, and I don't know the actual stats. I can't find them. I need to just go back and watch games myself to please myself. But whenever Kelton leaves that game after that fourth play, whenever he leaves that game after that fourth play, I swear to you, they run the ball up the middle.
Keep him in, coach.
It drives me insane. Yeah, Kelton and them, they didn't look great against North Texas. The D-line, they could have been better. They gave up some runs. North Texas ran it way too well.
Well, the offense.
The offense,
anemic.
yeah, it struggles.
Did you see what the spread was?
Against Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Probably like 40.
31.
Yeah.
Well, that's too low. No offense, Kelton.
Yeah, the secondary for UTEP's going to be the problem, I think, come Saturday.
Either way, it's going to be an awesome experience for Kelton.
Yeah, their secondary ain't going to be able to
go play
hang
in
with Oklahoma.
Play
I
a
don't
top
think.
10 team. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, just keep it close to that first quarter or so.
Get you a sack. We're rooting for you. So another 2:30 kickoff. Number 23 Cincinnati versus number 19 Arkansas.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's going to be interesting.
What's Cincinnati this year?
Cincinnati
23.
No, I'm talking about like what's their plan? They lost everything.
They lost their team. Yeah.
I don't know, but
and
they have
Arkansas's
won.
going to probably beat them.
We might see something broken here. They've won 11 straight openers.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Cincinnati
happen.
has. So Arkansas might do it to it. Last year, Arkansas had the most points per game since 2015, and they led the SEC in rushing with 227 yards per game.
It feels like that would be a place for a transfer to go, Cincinnati. Like they might have a guy. I'm about to look it up.
Now that you say that,
This is supposed to be a close game, though. 6.5 point spread.
I still think I go with the SEC team.
Go with Arkansas, but maybe Cincinnati covers the spread.
Because Arkansas brought back a lot.
They will either be led by Ben Bryant.
Arkansas wasn't bad last year.
Who is a senior, or Evan Prater, who is a sophomore. Let me see where either of those are from. I'll look at that. Y'all keep going.
So here's my upset pick for the week. And you've got a 6 o'clock kickoff. It's going to be number 7 Utah versus Florida. Big opportunity for an upset. It's only a 3-point spread. How do you have a top 10 team playing an unranked team, and you got a 3-point spread? Because they are overrated.
No, they're not.
Is that a neutral site game?
It's at Florida. Oh, well, it says it could be neutral. Look it up. It says it's versus Florida, so.
If it's at Florida, that makes a lot more sense.
That would make sense with the spread.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson season for Florida. They're finally committing to him, I think. Utah's not overrated. Utah's going to be good.
7?
Ben Hill Griffith
7?
Stadium. Is that?
That's Swamp.
Is that the Swamp? Oh wow, that
Mm.
makes sense then. Yeah, that's
Gator
a
Chomp.
alert.
I'm gonna be pulling for Florida in that one.
Give me Utah.
How dare you?
Can I get my
Pulling
upset
for
for the
Florida.
week?
What's Utah? Number
7.
Come on.
7.
Okay.
Florida State beats
Okay.
LSU.
No. So Illinois is playing Indiana. Indiana is minus 140. Illinois is plus 115. Illinois is going to win against Indiana. That's my pick. That's my pick.
I thought we were gonna have something way more
No,
controversial
spicy.
than
that is. Hey,
two
Wait a minute.
basketball schools
Indiana,
playing
they have football?
yeah, undoubtedly.
Oh, yeah,
Hawk,
they're
the
gonna
pride
run
of
the old
Timothy
swinging
Colby.
gate.
So Illinois played last week, and one of them, the running back, had a big game. He had 40, 50 yards with a couple touchdowns. They're going to run all over Indiana.
Speaking of last
Probably.
week, How long are we giving Scott Frost before he gets fired? How many games? 4, maybe?
I mean, if you lose another one like that, you're probably out the next day.
How about that onside kick? Third quarter
Terrible.
up by 2 touchdowns.
I mean,
I have
So-
a better. I
he
have
didn't
a
even
better
want to walk him
upset.
back in the
Did
locker
he
room.
just
Let
wanna
me-
have
let me
it on
get through
film
these-
or something? Like,
these
what are we
games.
doing?
So next, another 6:00 kickoff. We got Southeastern Louisiana versus ULL. My alma
Cajuns by
mater.
40.
Screw both of them.
Oh, Hammond,
offense,
Louisiana.
So okay,
No,
so this
I
is,
never stepped foot on ULL campus. I'm virtual only.
All right, well, I respect
So I have no love.
You called
for
him
the Raging
ULL,
Cajuns.
so I respect that.
So
as
this
well.
is
Oh,
south.
yeah.
This
That's
is
all they get out of me.
southeastern versus southwestern.
Yeah,
That is true.
Okay, let's.
yeah. Hammond
that's
versus
what we-
Lafayette
That's
is what we got
call
here.
them. We always call them southwestern USL.
And then another 6:00 kickoff. This one's going to be tough for Graham fam. Gremlin versus Arkansas State. There was no point spread available for that. I'm sure it is somewhere, but where I was looking,
Arkansas
I couldn't see
State?
it.
Coach Hugh.
Hey, that's my school.
Oh yeah,
Clay's a
Right
student.
now.
Red
there.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Clay
Okay.
get it for
Those were
free.
my finalists for my graduate school. There we go. It's the battle of me.
Well, who you got in the clay battle, in the clay bowl?
Give me them Red Wolves.
Okay, all right.
Arr!
Clay's and I think that's. I mean, Arkansas State's usually okay. So,
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
never horrible.
then 6:30 kickoff. We got Utah versus Alabama. Bama is a
I thought Utah's
41 and a
playing
half.
Florida.
Utah State.
Utah State. My bad.
Crap. I was about to say, dude, I dreamed that?
No, I forgot to write state there.
Yeah,
Versus
I
Alabama,
wouldn't
they're
take them after their first game.
41 and a half point favorite. Bama has won 20 straight openers.
I saw some crap about Bama in the past 10 years or something. They've played one non-conference game on the road.
Yeah.
It's something stupid, but they're going to Texas I think next week, so that's going to break.
They're
their
gonna
I
head.
mean,
thump
Bama gets it in conference, so I don't.
But you
I don't
can't
hate
lay
them.
no money on
I don't hate
Alabama
them for that
because
either.
it's minus 10,000. I mean, you're never making money off of them.
Yeah.
No, that's a money game
So
for
that's
Utah
that's
State.
that's not going to be a surprise
Does
there.
Grambling play? I feel like they play someone big.
Arkansas, right?
No,
It's not Arkansas.
No, that-
Soon,
they play Arkansas soon.
I don't know.
I feel like they go somewhere big. I'll look.
Yeah, look
And
it up.
the next game on the list is actually somebody who has a longer winning streak with openers, and it's Ohio State. Number 2 takes on Notre Dame. Number 3. It's going to be at Ohio State.
That's going to be.
Welcome
that's
to
the-
coaching, Marcus Freeman.
That's the marquee matchup of the week. Number 2 and number 3 face off in week 1. That's not really a normal thing. So I don't know who y'all got in that game. I feel like Ohio State.
It's hard to go against Ohio State.
I'll never bet against Ohio State in an
big.
opener like that.
No.
Like, this might be a people might clown on Freeman after this game.
I think Ohio State big.
I think it's a
I do,
17-point spread too. So
Yeah, and
they expect a beatdown.
I don't doubt it one bit. Horseshoe gonna be rocking.
All right, 7:00 kickoff. We got ULM going to Texas.
Ooh, really?
Texas by 1,000.
Wow.
ESPN put out an article today of the 10 worst teams in college football, and ULM was number 6.
Wait, is that in Malone Stadium?
No,
Not a chance.
Matthew
Never-
McConaughey ain't coming up to
Never
Monroe.
happen. Okay.
I mean, if they did come to Malone Stadium, that's who I'd be looking for. Is Matthew McConaughey? Just talk to him.
All right.
All right.
All right, then finally we get to Sunday, and we got Florida State playing LSU.
LSU by 2 touchdowns.
Well, they got them by 3 as the
Points.
spread.
3 points?
Points.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
That's tight.
I put some money on that one.
I'm
They're definitely going to be
I'm
by more
putting
than 3
money
points.
on it Saturday.
Wait, who's Florida State
I'm gonna go
coach
park
now?
down the
Mike
road for about an
Norvell.
hour. Just look.
The thing about it, you're not getting real good odds.
So Peyton is not here. I was going to rely on Peyton to beef up this part of the segment with his LSU talk because we know Peyton can go.
Well, apparently they haven't
go.
announced quarterback yet.
We're
the team
thinking,
doesn't
we're
even
thinking
know.
it's Jaden Daniels.
Somebody said they thought it was strategic.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
listened.
Chip said it was strategic. I,
I
get
listened
that.
to the Colada show this morning actually, and he
He
Yeah.
says Daniels, and then later on in the year it's going to be
yeah, but he said that Kelly hasn't announced it even to the team.
Yeah.
Like they said, the only people that might know are Nussmeier and Daniels.
well, they're
Yeah,
probably
'cause he
going to
said
use.
we made a decision. He
They're
said
going
the
to
other
use
day.
2 probably. I expect.
I want Daniels. I think he can.
I want Daniels as well.
Because the O-line's going to be a work in progress, especially from what we've had the past couple of years. It's been we've had a pretty good one recently, I feel. But Daniels, he provides the ability to run, which LSU hasn't really had. And if there's not good blocking, you need someone that can run. So.
How well did Nussmeier play last year, though? I felt like he held it down.
And he didn't do that great. He had I think it was 5 touchdowns to 4 picks or something like that. It was really close.
That's kind of rough. Who was he playing against, though? Was it Bama?
I don't think he played against Bama. I think he played against other SEC schools, though. Look that up on the screen, Bill.
There's another good one Thursday that we went over, Pitt and West Virginia.
That's going to be a good game.
West Virginia got a transfer. Right? Who do they get?
I don't know. I'll look.
They both got transfer quarterbacks. Both of them did.
Pittsburgh got Slovis from USC. West Virginia, did they get JT Daniels?
JT Daniels.
That's who they got?
Yeah.
Okay, both the SEC transfer.
Yeah.
Both of the USC transfers.
That's going to be an interesting game to see how both those quarterbacks do. Yeah. JT Daniels, man, he was out of high school. He was a huge recruit.
Yeah. Oh, where's he at? West Virginia?
Top, Bill.
West Virginia, I think.
Go to sports.
I did.
That's also a big rivalry. I'm not sure if y'all know that.
Yes, it's they call it something. It's got a name.
The Backyard Brawl.
The Backyard Brawl. I mean, that's a big game for them.
I DJ'd a wedding last year in September.
Oh, what a time that
for
was.
For whoever the guys, they were West Virginia fans. Don't know why they were down here. I don't remember the whole family. I didn't know the people. But yeah, they were West Virginia fans, and
it wasn't Sidney Johns, was it?
No, this dude's from somewhere weird.
Yeah.
Her husband's a resident at West Virginia.
The song, was it Sweet Caroline?
No, it's it is.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline. They sing it.
No, wait a minute. That's the Red Sox song. You can't take that
I know.
from us.
They took
listen.
it though.
Hold up. They do that each time. Yeah. So
That's
apparently they really
next.
hate Pitt.
Scroll down a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's a huge rivalry. We don't know about it, down south, but up there, that's a huge rivalry. And 2 new quarterbacks, JT Daniels.
That was not the definition.
And first time playing in a while too. I think they said.
Yeah.
Because he was in Georgia last year, right?
No, I'm talking about the first time they played
that
game in a while.
Really?
Yeah, and to start off the year with the Backyard Brawl, that's like a big deal for these 2 teams.
Because remember, West Virginia
had more experience than that. He's only had 50.
Dude, he ain't played nothing.
Yeah, he ain't played much.
Because remember, he sat himself out of the bowl game
stuff.
to be a red shirt. He's only played 4 games.
Pitt's pretty big favorites in that game.
Yeah. So who's Pitt's quarterback?
The guy from USC.
They're Caden Slavis.
Slavic.
Oh,
Slavis
okay.
went there.
Okay.
Slavis, whatever his name.
Yeah.
So they make some noise.
They both got
on the East Coast.
big time transfers.
And didn't JT Daniels start out at USC?
They're about to say it's USC versus USC.
Yeah, they both start out at USC. Yeah, it's hilarious. And they're playing in Pittsburgh.
I've been
wondering.
Yeah, who would ever thought Daniels would end up in West Virginia?
Yeah, that's Thursday at 6 o'clock.
There is a Monday night game. Clemson versus Georgia Tech.
Who Georgia Tech had a good year last year, right?
So if you want to put some money on Georgia Tech, you could put down $100 and you could win $1,600.
Ooh,
if they win.
Go for it.
That'd be a fun one to watch.
Clemson's going to be a fun team to watch.
I might put 10 on them.
You think?
People are saying this might be a year similar to when y'all remember Kelly Bryant?
I remember the name, yeah.
From Clemson.
Yeah, went to Missouri.
Yeah, he went to Missouri because he got benched like 2 or 3 games into the season for Trevor Lawrence. They have a quarterback.
It's about to take over for Ugalele.
That they're saying is going to do the same thing this year, they think. And that's why they're predicting that Clemson might actually make a run.
Scroll down to that quarterback one, Bill.
That's Malachi Nelson. He's still in high school. But
up one.
what's his name? Like Colbrick or Dahlbrick or something like that. People are thinking.
Is it Cade Klubnik?
That's it. He had a K and a K in there. Ooh.
Oh.
How do you say the current starter's name?
That's a C and a
DJ
K.
Ugale.
I thought he was supposed to be like.
They thought that he looked great that night. He had a feeling for Trevor Lawrence at Notre Dame.
Yeah, he threw for like 5 touchdowns. Huh?
Last year he did nothing.
That was the first seed of doubt that we heard about Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
It was like, is he a system guy? And I feel like that carried over to his rookie year.
But yeah, people are saying that Cade Klubnik guy might take the job over.
Got a picture.
He's a
He's
true
6'2",
freshman.
195 from Austin, Texas.
True freshman. I think he's like number 2
Did he
quarterback
play-
last year.
Did he play at Drew Brees' alma mater?
That's a great question.
Ooh, what was he? Westlake?
Westlake, man.
Go to Clemson.com.
Well,
Or just look him up.
guess
Just
what? We'll get to see in
Hey,
2 weeks. Tech plays Clemson.
They don't put all that on here.
So that'll be fun.
He'll play that week
Yeah, probably.
for sure.
Yeah, he'll get in the fourth quarter for sure.
But I think that's going to be something interesting to watch.
Hey,
'cause
last ACC school Tech played probably was NC State, and they
Westlake.
beat them, huh?
Westlake High.
Well, Tech might not win many games, but they're gonna make some money this year.
Yeah. They got
Slow
a
down, Bill.
tough schedule, definitely.
There you go on the left. Oh, my God.
I already found it, Bill. He's a
He went to Westlake as well?
Yeah. That's what I
That's
said.
crazy.
Then I asked
I
you
thought
if you heard it.
I thought you were talking about Drew Brees.
No.
I say, yeah, I know where Drew Brees went.
Me too.
Well, that's something.
How about that?
But yeah, it's crazy because like people are like legitimately like predicting Clemson to make the playoff somewhat, and every person like big name guy I've heard say something about that has said he's going to be the quarterback for them.
Comparison.
Well, one
Zach
reason is
Wilson.
they don't usually play a very tough schedule.
Yeah,
so
ACC.
it's
Oh,
usually a
ACC 's
cakewalk.
horrible.
Well, they're in the
to
ACC.
Yeah, so
number one quarterback.
That's why they always
sixth in the
predict them.
nation. I didn't realize he was that good.
Yeah, he's freaking huge.
They always do that crap. They always bring in someone.
They're
like
going
that.
to get Malachi Nelson probably too.
Do y'all
already
like
heard he's getting
24/7
flipped.
sports or no?
I like it. It's easy to use.
That's
yeah.
what I got that from.
Yeah, that's what I use. Now I don't think Peyton likes it. I think Peyton likes something else called like On 3 or something.
I think they're supposed to be taking over soon. I think he likes 24/7. They're
can't
supposed to be more reliable
I
than
know.
ESPN.
Yeah, they're better. Oh, way more reliable than
ESPN.
ESPN.
Poo poo.
They've given up.
So, college football season is upon us. I am
Cannot wait.
super happy about that. I can't wait to grill some food, watch some games.
Did we pass right over the number 14 USC versus Rice?
Yes, Bill.
You think Rice got
Probably
it?
so.
I think USC is overrated, and I think Rice is.
I think USC.
So you're saying Rice is going to upset them, Bill?
Oh no, I'm saying USC. They're favored by 32.5.
Dang.
This will probably be the biggest massacre by USC athletes since 1994. Brentwood neighborhood.
Who is that? Who's that running back?
He was in those Hertz commercials.
I think he was in a
Simpson.
movie called Airplane.
OJ. Yeah.
Cream Abdul-Jabbar.
It could get ugly.
It could.
It could be an ugly mess.
Bloody
mess.
Bloody.
Total decapitation.
Better wear your gloves.
Is it gonna be cold?
Hey,
I hope they fit.
because if not,
Bill, you snuck that in at the final
well,
because I was getting ready to wrap it up.
I was just waiting for my opportunity. I couldn't believe y'all passed right over that. They're number 14.
I
Jeez.
wasn't thinking about setting you up.
I think USC's gonna be good.
Why?
Lincoln Riley,
Lincoln
okay.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
Easy
He
schedule.
got Caleb
Easy
Williams
schedule.
and his number one target from Oklahoma. Like, come on now.
I forgot Lincoln Riley.
October
was over there
15th, USC versus Utah.
I still wish we could have got him.
They're definitely going to
It's
be
okay.
good for several years.
Yeah, I think they're about to be USC.
how long
And
we-
who wouldn't want to go to USC?
Exactly.
How long we thinking that he's going to be there, though? You think it's going to be a
Lincoln?
long-term deal?
Why not?
I still think he can go to the NFL.
You're in LA.
I
Well-
think he could have this year.
He's got two
But-
last names. I mean,
Riley could be a first name pretty easily, probably more than a last.
don't get me started on Pete Carroll. What the heck is that? Yeah.
Well, Bill, I'm sorry to tell you, Brian Kelly is the coach in LSU. So.
And I don't know what to do with that.
Well, a great thing about this is
That sounds a lot like Pete Carroll, doesn't it? Brian Kelly.
Yeah, it
Could be a
does.
guy and a girl. You know.
This is
I've seen Pete Carroll without a shirt on. He's not a girl.
Oh,
You know when DK took off his shirt in the
Yeah.
meeting and Pete Carroll took his
Did
off.
you
his-
search?
Come on, guys.
Did you search that on your phone?
Pete Carroll shirtless.
Shirtless Pete Carroll.
Come on.
Hey, speaking of my
Did you take a screenshot?
my Arkansas State Red Wolves next week at Ohio State.
Upset City.
So this
Or
is
not.
This is Wednesday. So tomorrow, being Thursday, we got football, college football, Tech,
How about them dogs?
and that Pitt West Virginia game tomorrow.
Yeah, so this,
it's going to be very
This
interesting.
will be going up Friday. So let's give predictions for those. That Pitt West Virginia game. What y'all think?
I go Pitt, and
Pitt at home. So
I'm gonna take a long shot here. I'm gonna go Missouri.
yeah, I think
Really looking to
I
return.
think
a
Pitt. I'm
profit
gonna watch
tomorrow
that
night.
game probably. I'm gonna try to.
Let's go with West Virginia just because I like their football environment better.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll
Hey.
go with Tech to cover.
Hey, Mountaineer Nation.
Tech
Let's
covers.
ride.
Oh, I'm absolutely putting money on Tech to cover.
That's no shit.
Sonny Cumbie, don't let me down.
We're gonna locate your house in Ruston.
Oh, also we get football Friday night. College. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Michigan State versus Western Michigan.
There's a couple of games on.
Michigan State's got a kid at wide receiver that's from Opelousas Catholic, I believe, from down south. He went up there as a 2 sports star, Keon Coleman. He's there to play basketball and football.
A big game in Durham. Temple versus Duke.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. This is football.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm going Duke. Whether it's football
sir.
or basketball, right there.
Or croquet.
All right. Well, that was fun. Football's here.
Hallelujah, down the glory.
Hey,
Oh.
and JH Tigers playing at General Trask
Heck
That's
yeah,
right.
I'm there,
Friday
baby.
night.
One last thing. College football. Friday they were voting on the 12-team playoff.
They are.
Ooh.
Give
Wait,
me-
do you think they snuck that in there that way? If there was some controversy,
Yeah.
that fans would be like, "Oh, well, we got football.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
play
care."
football tomorrow.
Yeah.
Give me.
Take that
When would
plus
they
money
do it,
on
though?
I
Illinois.
don't know, but give me. Probably like 7 years.
All right.
Chop on.
Who dat?
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Miners.
Bang you can, homie.
Fastball.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.